welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I am Radar.
Special K, and tonight we're doing Knob Creek Smoked Maple. It's maple. It's recently just came out.
It's maple. It's smoked. It's Knob Creek.
45% alcohol by volume. I don't know anything about this. I don't know if they're smoking the maple, that they're smoking the barrels with maple wood, or the wood barrels made out of maple, or they're adding maple.
It can't be maple barrels. It's got to be oak. It has to be an oak barrel, so maybe it's aged on maple something that goes around.
I'm aware.
You just look like you're having a hard time.
I saw the thing falling. That's why I was like, what's happening? Something just fell.
It's fine. You don't need that.
Got our wax. It's a fresh bottle.
Oh, everybody loves a wax seal on there.
This one's a little.
You can be all right over there.
Rough. Okay.
You're rough.
Oh my goodness gracious! Great balls of bourbon.
What word just came out of your mouth?
Smell that.
Yeah, that's a scent.
Maple syrup.
That is a scent, all right. See, okay, so Knob Creek is usually a little bit stronger, a little bit hotter than some of the other offerings from. Jim Beam owns that, don't they?
I don't know. Probably.
From Jim Beam, and it's like it's one of their signature brands, and they're very fond of it. I'm very fond of it. This doesn't smell nearly as alcoholic as just regular Knob Creek.
It smells like maple wood, maple syrup. It's very smoky. Got a nice bourbon undertone. Yeah. This is so interesting. I'm excited to try this.
I actually haven't seen you this excited about room temperature bourbon.
I haven't been excited
about so long.
I haven't been excited about. You can't have a knife in a video. Come on now.
What? Why not?
YouTube.
It's a
it's a weapon. Fine. It's a weapon.
Oh no! What will they do?
Think of the children, Radar.
The children.
So the smell is impressive. It's crazy.
I really like that smell.
Right.
Like that is nice.
Do you smell that smell?
That smelly smell.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to try some of this now.
So woody.
Oh, man.
Pretty sweet. Ooh, the back end, it's just straight maple syrup.
Yep. No. Oh. The you know those little Chucky candies? Little maple nut candy cluster things?
Yeah.
That's what that tastes like on the end. Those are so good. I can't remember what they're called.
This is great because it has such good bourbon characteristic at the front. If you were going to say, let me try a flavored bourbon or whiskey.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it still tastes like bourbon.
What's the price on it, though?
$38.
Yeah, no, that's the same price as their regular bourbon.
It's like $32.
Not terrible.
Price. It is. I mean, this is twice as much as your own, but it's also 45% alcohol versus your 35% alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So it's higher proof. Very, very great bourbon characteristics up front. Get a nice smokiness from the barrels, and then on the back end, you get some smoked maple with a little bit of barrel.
There's a nice string of vanilla that goes through the entire thing.
Syrup. Yeah, exactly.
I'm really digging this. I feel like this is one of the few maple flavored whiskey / liqueurs that you could drink just by
itself. It's not a liqueur though. It's maple bourbon.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't say it's mixed. It says it has natural flavors.
No, they don't.
It doesn't say it's.
They don't add coloring or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't say there's any liqueur. So this is bourbon.
It's just bourbon.
Yeah. So my only issue with this is it's a tad sweet. A tad sweet.
That's fair.
But it's not as nearly as sweet as some of the other flavored. When you get into the flavored bourbons, it's hard to compare this to a flavored bourbon because like the flavored whiskeys and stuff like that, because this is so bourbon forward.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just mostly whatever flavored. If it says apple, it's 99% apple, and you might get a hint. This is all bourbon up front all the time, and then there's just that delicious maple finish on it.
Ooh, you know what would be really good with this? Maraschino cherries.
Coke would probably.
And just a little bit of maraschino cherry juice.
Yeah. This would make a very interesting sour.
Oh, yeah, it would. I don't know if you have any.
I do not. So, straight.
To bring some over.
It is a tad on the expensive side, but I think it's worth it in this department because there's not really anything in this category that's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness is a little much for me, but it's still really good. I'm going 9.5.
9.5. No, as a flavored bourbon, this is easily.
Well, it's not technically a flavored bourbon. Keep that in mind.
Well, it's a bourbon with flavoring in it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say how they deposit that flavor, but
it doesn't
being
say
Knob Creek,
yeah.
Being Knob Creek, I would assume it's actually just aged in a bourbon barrel and then aged on something mapley. I'm not 100% sure how it works.
I could probably look it up, but that would require research, and we
that
don't
would
do
require us to know what we're doing.
We don't do that on the channel. We go in blind. So
I'm actually gonna give this a 10. This is
this is a
10. This is easily the best flavored bourbon that we have ever had. All that.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's the best. I'm excited. I was excited when we pulled this out. The second I smelled that, I knew it was going to be good.
I actually thought I have seen this several times at the liquor store, and I was like, "That's super gimmicky." I can't believe that Knob Creek is doing this to their brand.
There's nothing. See, I feel like with a lot of the other, again, it's hard to compare these, but with a lot of flavors, there's a little artificialness. There's nothing artificial in that. It's straight bourbon, straight maple. It's so good. And now let's try it as a mixer.
Try it as a mixer.
Ooh. That bourbon. I mean, the more bourbon.
That just makes it even more candy-like. I mean, it's a little bit sweeter now than it was before. Yeah. And it was sweet to begin with.
So it emphasizes the little bit of bourbon, the bourbon flavor that was in it up front. So you get a little bit more of the barrel. Up front, you get some more. You get the Coke in there, obviously, in the back end, and then you think it's done, but then it's like, I'm going to kiss you with a little maple.
I don't want you to ever say that in my direction ever again. Just keep that to yourself.
Let me kiss your tongue with just a little maple.
Well, unfortunately, you're not wrong. That's accurate. I could go for that. I might actually have to get a bottle of this of my own and stick it in my bar.
Okay, again, I would say. So if you want to do a shot of this, you could. I don't recommend taking a shot of it. It is a higher proof. Yeah. You could take a shot. If you do a shot, I would do lightly chilled. Not heavy chilled. A light chill on a shot. You could sip it pretty easily. I think with an ice cube or two in there, it would cut down the sweetness. I think
a little bit of refrigeration could go a long way.
Does go to Coke too if you like your sweet drinks. I'm going to stick with a 9.5 on the mixer. I think it's good. It's good either way.
I think I will drop it down to a 9.5 as a mixer. Honestly, it stands alone by itself so well. It does stand alone really well. I can think of a lot of things that I want to try this mixed with, though. Like I was saying, the maraschino cherries. I'm thinking of a lot of things that this would be really good with. Pancakes. You say that jokingly, but that doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
Right.
You make a pan sauce with this stuff.
You could. A little bit more syrup and make sauce out of it. Bourbon maple glaze. Ooh.
Oh.
If you're gonna make a bourbon maple glaze for chicken or something,
could you imagine brushing this on to just strips of bacon as they slowly roast in the oven? I mean, big, thick, because you can get a whole belly at Sam's Club. Cut it however thick you want and just brush it on every couple minutes. Open the grill, brush some more on.
Don't tempt me.
I'm gonna tempt you.
I would do. Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah,
I'm impressed. God, when's the last time we had something rated this high on the
show? It's been a little while.
I'm glad. I was skeptical on this when I bought it, but
well, most of the problem we've been having is I've just been trying to find stuff that you'll hate to taste.
Well, it's nice to taste something delicious.
That's very true. Might have to go and really examine the shelves at the store again. That really is good. I could drink that all night long. And then regret it tomorrow morning.
It's bottled in Claremont, which is 8 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's down the road a bit. It's out past Bardstown.
So, do I recommend this? I can't say the F word.
Yes. You can't say that on YouTube.
Yes.
It's a family channel.
Buy this right now. Don't pay over $42 a bottle. But go, actually...
I'd be okay with paying a little over $42 for a bottle. Although, on the other hand, I would probably also downsize to the pint-sized bottle.
I don't know if it has the pints, but... Okay, as long as it's under $45, we'll say $45. I think it's up to... you're paying $1 per percent of alcohol, all right?
That's fair. Okay, yeah, that's. I'm fine with that. Actually,
this is good enough to where I would say 45. If you're paying more than $45 for this bottle, then they're price gouging you. All right, but it should be under that. I highly recommend this. it could be drank any way you like it. It's good anyway.
Yeah.
Chilled, lightly chilled shot, straights, mixer. I mean, it destroys all of them. It's amazing.
It's actually really impressive. We should do a top 5 maple.
Well, there's only 2, so maybe 3. There might be 3 maple bourbons.
There's just maple whiskey in general.
Yeah, I think there only might be 3 or 4. I'm sure there's more in Canada, but right now all we have is Jim Beam maple, and there's Benchmark brown sugar, which is kind of maple-y. But not really.
Well, no, there's also the little Crown Royal maple.
Oh yeah, there's Crown Royal.
Yes, see, I remember
that
things.
was good, but this is next level.
Yeah, I think we'll have to wait a pretty decent amount of time for me to forget about this in order to make some real choices.
It does so well keeping those bourbon characters. I'm just saying, like with all these other flavored whiskey, the bourbon is on the back end, but no, this still stands strong in the front where it needs to be. It's a strong, proud bourbon.
It's a
strong, proud bourbon, and it's like, hey, after it's going to give you a little reach around on the end with the maple flavor.
You need to relax, man.
You know,
let's do another video.
I do what I want. All right. Obviously, you recommend it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I even actually probably recommend it a little bit at the price gouging prices. To be honest,
pick it up if
really
you see
bad.
it. Pick up 2.
Pick up
if
2.
You get the
yeah.
money.
Give one to someone you really care about.
All right. Well, you won't be getting one. That'll be the episode. If there's something you'd like to see on the channel, you can leave a comment down below. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar.
Thanks for watching.